Welcome. You are watching Line Screw 1.
I've been a vagabond drifter. I'm just taking one step at a time. I feel the scars and the blisters. Now I just gotta give up.
Well, hello, tubers. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe. Today I've got a funny story I wanted to share with you that I just read this morning in the National Post. I worked for the National Post decades ago, back when it was a good paper, a good national paper, and they paid well, but those days are gone. That's another story. Now, the article was written by Gary Dimmock, and the headline kind of speaks for itself. It's not what it looks like. Ottawa man caught in stall with a pony. Yeah, I know we got a lot of animal lovers out there. But this guy brings whole new meaning to the word animal lover, if you catch my drift. So getting to the meat of the story, so to speak. Now, we're not talking about horse meat. Back in January 5th, 2019, the Ontario Provincial Police in Ottawa were called to a potential break-in in the wee early morning hours. So, of course, they investigate. And what do they find? I'll tell you what they find. They find a fellow, Ryan Dodd, age 30, former member of Canada's military. I was in the Canadian military. Loving horses wasn't really part of the training, but, maybe these are new times. The militaries around the world are getting a lot softer. They catch Ryan Dodd. I got to use words carefully because there's community guideline standards. So I'm going to keep things clinical and for your imagination so that you can fill in the blanks. They find this fellow in a horse stall with a miniature horse, not a full-size horse or a Clydesdale, a miniature horse, with a rope around the horse's neck and one around its backside. And they find him with his pants off and his, let's call it his member of parliament, his male member of parliament, firmly erect. Now, if you're an American, we can call that the male member of Congress. And, of course, the suspect, he exclaims, "This is not what it looks like." Now, if I would have been one of the people responding to that, I would have asked, well, what do you think I think you're doing? Nice open-ended question for him to fill in the blanks. Of course, he was hoping to fill something else up. The poor animal's biological orifice. Now, the details get more exciting. There is a strong scent of scented body oil, rubbing oil, that is kind of wafting around the stall. And the poor pony is all greased up and ready to go. Go where or do what? Well, use your imagination. Now, I don't want anybody to think this is a homosexual bestiality story, because it is not. The horse was actually female, so rest assured. So Ryan Dodd, our suspect named here, whose name's going to have to probably be changed or else his life is over. Probably never get another job. Considering the guy's only 30, any prospective employers can always Google his name and go, "Oh, you're the pony lover." Anyway, he so excitedly puts his pants on when instructed to by the police. He puts his pants on backwards and says, "Whoa, this is very embarrassing." Who would have thunk that being caught in such a transgression could be embarrassing? Most people would think it would be, but now it's funny, he's got a sense of embarrassment, but not enough to actually stop him from doing such a thing. Now, he claims he broke in just to self-pleasure himself. I guess he needed an audience of a horse. Oh boy, the angles of silly craziness in this story are just unending, I guess. In an attempt for him to mitigate what he did, he claims he was drinking heavily and had done 2 lines of cocaine that night. I guess he needed that to put him in the mood. Maybe he should have had a nice bottle of wine and shared it with the horse. I don't know. I've never done these things, so I don't really know the protocol. Now, on the lucky side, medically for the horse was fully examined by a veterinarian and swabs were taken of its vagina and rectum. And no semen was found, luckily. So it appears the horse was actually not violated. Unfortunately, the horse smelled like scented body oil for days, apparently. And Mr. Dodd had to appear in court, where he was actually found guilty of break and enter and attempted bestiality. So we cannot accuse him of being an actual bestialogist, or what do you, a bestial? What is the term for a person that engaged in that? A beastist? He's my bestest beastest. I think he's Canada's bestest beastest right now, because everybody's talking about it. This story just broke on the National Post today. I'm sure a few people have been following it as he was charged, but now that he's convicted, we can definitely talk about it. Now, he claims this is all a misunderstanding and he will appeal this conviction. Well, good for him. Let's wish him luck, but they do have evidence of the rope. The police actually witnessing this. This wasn't like reported by, a third party. The police actually witnessed this, and they got enough evidence there to suggest something was going on. The police also noted that the horse's vagina looked very clean and glistening. Well, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. I guess if you're going to especially do an ungodly act. Now, Dodd did not testify on his own behalf at the trial because I'm certain that would have been a very embarrassing situation, being asked some very pointed questions, so to speak, especially your pointed member of parliament. Why was that erect, sir? Why was that erect when the police arrived? Sir, are you attracted to animals in an unnatural way? It's a shame he didn't testify in his own defense. Now, the details get even a little crazier when he was actually found to have a replica human vagina. I'm not certain, but I think it's made of plastic or rubber or some synthetic material. They didn't quite say, but they did catch him with a simulated vagina, which he tried to leverage that fact to say that he was just there to pleasure himself and not the horse also. But I think the rope around the various hindquarters of the horse and the horse's head really kind of indicates something different to me, or at least it did to the judge. Now, this former member of the Canadian military who was a vehicle technician, so I guess he could be a mechanic, heavy-duty mechanic of some sort. I don't know what this fella's going to do now that his name is all over the papers and the internets. I don't know how he's going to kind of bounce back from that. Like, how do you bounce back from being that kind of a horse lover? You're definitely not going to even get a job in an equestrian center shoveling horse manure, because they're not going to trust you around the animals. It's like, oh my God. Oh, it's just bewildering what people will do. I don't know why he just didn't stay home and self-pleasure himself, and none of this would have happened. I guess he could have Googled some pictures of horses. Oh boy. Hi-ho, Silver, away. Perhaps he should have brought some music along. My darling, can't get enough of your love, babe. Anyway, that's my crazy story from the National Post, a story written by Gary Dimmock. Put your comments and questions down below. I think I filled in all the gaps for the details, but, just put some comments, something funny. It's kind of rich with potential materials for a comedian. I'm sure some stand-up comic somewhere is going to run with this because it's just absurd. And thankfully the horse was not injured or violated, so that, I guess, is the best part of the story, because most of us love animals, but not in that way. So in the meantime, folks, stay safe, keep your wheels in the ground. I'll talk to you soon. Over and out.
What we need to do. Yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you.